Hello, everybody. How are you? I went a few minutes early. Um, the old me would have waited till exactly 10:30 to start, but as most of you know, I'm going to have to start cutting my lives short. So if I'm able to go early, I will. Today I just went a couple minutes early, but if I'm ever able to start, like at 10:15 or 9:15 for those central, I will. So today I was fully booked, and whenever I'm fully booked, I'm starving and have to eat something before I go live. Hello, everybody. Hello, Heather Sandlin, Danny, Marianne, Heather, and teacher Heather and Evelyn. All right. So, yeah, you can tell I was just running around. Look, my hair was a little. Anyways, so some of you know that after I am going to have to drive my daughter to school now. So these live streams are only going to be like 15 to 20 minutes unless I'm able to start earlier. Yes, I do. So, and I actually am doing errands after I dropped her off. So I actually had to go put on pants and everything. So yeah, eat something, put on pants before I I was wearing pajama pants for those of you. I wasn't not wearing pants. Anyway, you know what I mean. All right, so how was everybody's booking frenzy? You can tell me in the chat box. And mine was okay. I had 31. I usually have about 40, but I am taking off a couple days for Labor Day weekends. That might have been why they were a little down. I haven't even checked. So anyways, let me know how your booking frenzy was. Danny, I taught if you're wearing pants, clap your hands. What lesson and what company was that? Danny teaches for 2. All right, so okay. So I will jump into it since this is going to be a lot shorter. All right. How was my first level 7 class? Wait for it, wait for it. It was a no-show. I sat there for the entire 50 minutes. Now, the good thing is, my classroom needed some work. I was able to totally organize and clean up my classroom. And it took the whole 50 minutes. So I was very happy to get paid to organize my classroom. If I had known about it ahead of time, I would have, got something to eat, gotten up. So it forced me, a no-show you didn't know about ahead of time, it forced me to sit here and clean my classroom. That's my first level 7 class. So I had 2 today. My second level 7 class, I have to say, went awesome. I love level 7. Wow. Now, I've only had one class, so I haven't had anything else to compare it to, but my one class went really, really well, and I would totally teach again. I would love to have more level 7 classes. Okay, is teacher Kim here? All right, if Kim comes, I'll say this again. You guys, my level 7 class, I ended that class at 50 minutes 00, exactly at 50 minutes. I was very worried about the timing and the pacing because it's new. Always when I start a new level, it's hard to gauge the pacing. No matter what level it is. When I started level 2, the pacing went way too fast. So with it also being a 50-minute class, I was very, very worried. Now, I had asked Kim because she had started teaching, and she told me that the pacing's a little hard, but I was giving myself a 5-minute grace period because I need 5 minutes in between classes at least. That's why I end, my 25-minute classes on time. But I was like, well, at least with 10 minutes in between class, if I go a little over, it'll be okay. Most people say it's hard to end on time, so I didn't ask too many extra questions. I asked all the ones on the slides. I got through all the material. I got to the very last slide with a minute left. Just asked a few more questions, with a minute, ended right at 50:00. Kim, you missed it. I was telling everybody that I ended my level 7 first class that I actually taught. I ended it at 50:00. So go me. Yeah, I won't even tell you guys what happened after that. Oh, it was so frustrating. All right, I'll tell you real quick. Um, the level 7 class I had is the class I had right before I take off one slot a day to drive my son to school. So I called him, on FaceTime before the class starts, and I said, my class is going to end 5 minutes early. Be ready 5 minutes early, and if you're ready, we'll go. He wasn't ready. He was running around looking for his gym shirt. I'm like, you had an hour to look for your gym shirt? We're almost to the school. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you I had some papers for you to sign. I was like, ah. So I pull over to sign these papers before I drop them off, and we can't find a pen, everything. Then I'm mad at him. Like, I told you to be ready 5 minutes early. We could have had all this stuff happen and been okay because of the 5 minutes. And then I get behind someone slow on the way back. To make a long story short, I made it to my next class on time and even woke up my daughter. As I come back, I wake her up. I had like 2 minutes left, but I made it. Yeah, so even with ending early, it didn't help me as far as my timing in my personal life. Everyone's saying, yay, congrats. I'm happy for you. Thank you, guys. Okay, teacher Heather, my sister was just talking about her kids waiting until the last minute to have her sign something. I know, I'm always signing stuff in the morning. Actually, now that I think about it, my daughter told me this weekend I needed to sign something. I haven't done it, so I need to do that before I... Teacher Heather, she said she was upset that she wants to take time reading what they want her to sign. Yeah, me too. One of them was like the goals for the science class for the rest of the year. I actually wanted to read that, the syllabus, but since I had to sign it real quick, I couldn't do that. They do, Danny. I could make him ride the bus if I wanted to. It's the type of thing where we live 10 minutes from the school and the bus takes an hour. Because that's just the way the bus is. So I drive him because I've always driven him just because in the morning that gives us much more time to get ready. So I could make him ride the bus, yes. And he's old enough to stand up there by himself. So if ever there's some really good incentives going on, maybe I'll make him ride the bus. But yeah, because the bus takes so long, I've always just done it for them in the mornings, but I make them ride the bus home in the afternoon. Actually, my daughter, I have to drive her to and from school. I cannot wait till she's able to ride the bus. Yeah, Marianne, yes, always needing something to sign. Yours are off at college, so you're done with the signing days, right? Danny, I'm loving the bus. Both got on it together today. You were allowed to get on it? Oh, you mean both your kids got on it together. Wait, isn't one in elementary and one's in middle school? How are they on the same bus? Danny, no traffic jams on my driveway, so I teach the 7:30. Oh, okay. I think you said they get on the bus at 7:15. And yours are, especially your youngest one, you still got to stand out there with her. We have a shortage of bus drivers in our area. They're offering big pay. They should do that in our area. They have a shortage of bus drivers. Actually, my son said on the way home, they sit 3 to a seat and they go through 2 extra neighborhoods. He gets home 45 minutes later than last year. Same bus. Oh, that's really strange. In our area, like the elementary, the middle, and the high school are staggered as far as times for busing. Drops her off first. Okay. Heather, so I'm sure there have been issues this year with the school systems. I think you mean issues as far as school starting early. Not in my kids' school. I was lucky, but in some of the other schools in the county, there were. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you guys what happened. Anyone, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I posted this. I think I saw Marianne comment. You guys, this is crazy. This did not happen in my child's high school, but it happened in another high school in the county. A 26-year-old man got on the bus and the bus took him to school. He got into the school. I guess he looked young enough to pass as a high schooler. He drew attention to himself when he stole some food from the cafeteria. And that's when they figured it out. He got in trouble and he was arrested. Uh, but luckily he had no weapon and he didn't do anything to anyone. But the fact that he got on a bus and made it to school, was in the school, is that not scary, you guys? Who knows? Maybe he was scoping it out to see if he got away with it so he could come back. Yeah, Kim, I put it on Facebook. That crazy that a 26-year-old man could get into the high school. Um, and the buses are supposed to check, like, especially if it's the beginning of the year, you should be checking who you're picking up. I know in the elementary school they're very like strict of who you can't even like get on at a different bus stop. So yeah, and there's like a lot of discussion about this on a local Facebook page for my area, and like all the people who are bus drivers are saying we're supposed to do that. We do that every year. They were supposed to like check who gets on the bus. So I guess they're like really checking now. But yeah, why homeschool scary? Yeah, scary. Danny, I'm glad our town is small enough the bus drivers know the kids. I meant they wouldn't even let me walk my kids at the school. Yeah, they're pretty strict about that for us too. Like we have to sign in through the office. Now we will be seeing requirements to have a name tag. I have to have a name tag for all my kids' schools. And I usually have to hold up an ID and then they buzz me in. Once Aiden fell asleep on the bus, he was in first grade. So bus passed, we called the school, panic, he was asleep. Oh wow, that would be scary. Yeah, I've had instances where the bus was really late in elementary school. I see the culmination of where this is going. I know. I mean, the fact that a 26-year-old got in the school. Scary, scary, scary. So anyways, yeah. Thank you, Jesus, for everything. Yeah. So anyways, back to what the whole topic of this, what did they do to the man? I think he is, since he didn't have a weapon, he was arrested, but I think they're sending him to like a mental health facility or something since he didn't threaten anyone and didn't have a weapon. Yeah, actually, I'll send you the video that's sent out by our local cop. And anyone who's new, if you're talking to me, write in big letters. Talk about Gogokid today too. I'm curious. Oh, oh no, I actually am not talking about Gogokid. I always put Gogokid in the title because I want people to know that I also work at Gogokid, and sometimes topics are going to be about Gogokid and they're welcome to come. But I actually specifically was going to talk about VIPKID and level 7 today. I had supposedly my first 2 classes. Anyone who missed the beginning, my very first class was a no-show. So I only taught 1 level 7, but I absolutely love it. I mean, you can have real conversations with these kids. We were talking about communities and how to volunteer and how to help. Excuse me. I did not have a speech to do. I know that some of the level 7 classes have speeches. This class did not involve a speech. Heather just said level 1 is available for certification. So anybody out there, if you want level 1, it is available. It's level 1, everybody's available. I love the conversations. Yeah, Kim. And this boy wasn't super talkative, but it was still fun. Since Cindy said somebody in the level 7 Facebook group said they got in trouble for not doing a reward, even though in the literature it says you don't have to. So she says she does. I just went ahead and played my simple dice game, where you just get to know the student. He was a new student anyway. So I did that as a reward. And I totally wasn't thinking about the fact that, as I was going through that they were 50-minute classes. So I was still giving stars and doing a reward every 5 minutes until I was had one more reward left and was like, oh, I really only need to do that every 10 minutes. Since it's a longer class, you still give 5 stars. You don't give 10. So everybody remember that for the pacing. Give rewards, space them out maybe every 10 instead. I didn't do a reward accept conversation. Yeah, Kim, I mean, the literature for level 7 says you don't have to, but it's just because Cindy said that somebody got in trouble. But anyways, this dice game, it's simple questions, so it's not anything that would take up too much time because I was really worried about the pacing because of what you said and Cindy said about the pacing. Yeah. My 16 girl doesn't care about rewards, but we do the dice game because she likes my questions. Yeah. I think if they tell you, like, I don't need a reward, I don't want a reward, then I think you're off the hook. Like, if they say something. Or maybe you could ask them if you get to know them better. Like, maybe I'll ask my level 7s. Then, like, if they say no, then you're off the hook. Can I judge the kid basically asking extension questions and personal questions? Okay. Yeah, this kid wasn't super talkative and it was about volunteering. I'm not sure if he totally understood volunteering because when I would ask, "Do you volunteer?" "Oh, I volunteer to help my friends." But I mean, but then I gave him examples of my life when I volunteered or volunteers have helped me. Um Heather said, I think rewards are a waste of time. I think for the little kids, they are motivating and they need them, but the older kids, yeah. Um, and then, okay, Danny says, who has level 1? I have level 1, Danny. I know you recently certified for level 2. Danny, I actually think level 1 is easier than level 2. Because you don't have to really teach them to read. They're not required to do full sentences, though if some of them are more advanced, I do have them do full sentences. So in some ways, it's even easier. It's less pressure of like, because in 2, they're just starting to learn to read and they're learning the sounds. So 2 can be even harder. It's a lot more like fun. If you like to sing, there's a lot of singing. I just have them listen to the song or learn it through We Speak, and then you can do a lot of props. It's just a lot more. I think it's more fun than level 2 personally. They already give stars. Yeah. Heather, extension and asking questions is best. Yes, especially for the upper levels. Um, oh, Marianne has to go. Bye, Marianne. I don't know what that acronym means. Uh, Heather, I'm serious. Screaming and bad Apple reviews I've heard. You guys, do you think there's some kind of like incentive going on? Because I've gotten a lot of 5 apples lately, which is awesome. Actually, I have had some people I've had more people writing things. You guys, these leveled reading classes are my thing. I like them. And I'm getting like those are the ones where people are writing. They're liking the way I teach. So I'm liking the level readers. I've had several people. I had one I shared with some of you, the one who's like, we have a new favorite teacher. I had one today that was like, the teacher works hard and kids like it. It was a level reading. I'm really liking these, you guys. Kim says rewards are great extension and fun way to engage young learners. I don't do them with older kiddos. I also always judge the personality of each kid. Yeah. But I hear so many stories of people getting like, a bad rating, bad apples, and they won't invalidate if you don't use a reward. So that's what I'm a little scared of. I'm doing the Gogokid competition for stars this week. All right, Danny. So if those of you don't know, Gogokid is having a competition. Gogokid does stars instead of apples. The parents rate you with stars. So the people who get the most 5-star reviews, there's a contest, and she is going for the highest. One of the contests is 11 stars or more. I was the one that read the weekly report, so let's see if I remember. I think the highest tier of stars, $6,000. And what the way Gogokid does it is like it's $6,000 for like everybody to share. So like if 10 people win, you're going to get more money than if 20 people win. So that's the way that they do it. You guys, I'm going to have to leave in a minute. That's the only problem with now. I have a hard out. Whether I'm done speaking or not, I've got to go. Have 3 minutes. Let me read the chat. I have 18 classes open, 16 filled. I only need 11 5-star reviews to win some of the 6,000. All right, remind me again when the contest is over, Danny. Kim, I always put my stars in Manny Camp, so technically I have a secondary. Well, there you go. That you could use that as your argument if you did get a bad review. Danny, I usually get about 5 reviews a week, 10 classes taught, and I don't ask. So I will ask this week. Marianne, VIPKID had a September competition. Have you seen it? I have not. So I'm going to have to go. Is that? Well, we haven't gotten the weekly report for this week. Where do I find that information? Oh, I've seen people talking about it online. Okay, I need to figure out about that. I was full today, so I didn't get to look. Heather's been asking and brought my 4.9 to 5. Yes, I've done different things. I've told you guys before as far as asking, not asking, typing too fast. Okay. Well, you guys, I am going to have to go. That's the only thing I don't like. I have to end this whether I'm done speaking or not. All right. I will see you guys next week. Again, check my channel because if I'm able to start earlier, I will. I'm not always able to. Today, I wasn't able to start earlier. All right. Bye, you guys. Thanks for coming to my live. I will see you next week. I'll see you at the rest of each other's classes. Kim, why the sad face? Because I'm leaving too early? I don't know. All right. Bye, guys. See you.